Hi catchers, welcome back to my channel. For anybody who's new, hi, I'm Ivy. Welcome to Davenport, where I share all things beauty, style, and confidence. Today we are going to do a super fun video, probably my most cherished video I've ever done. I am going to share all about my pregnancy. So yes, I haven't announced it on YouTube, but I am pregnant. I am currently 31 weeks to the day as I'm recording this. And that means I am 7.5 months pregnant. I cannot believe it. It has flown by. We still have a little bit more time to go, but it's been the most amazing journey ever. So I'm just gonna dive right in. So before I start this video, I do want to put a disclaimer that anything I discuss has been okayed by my doctor. And if you have any questions, please ask your doctor. I am not a doctor. I do not claim to be one at all. I am not one at all. I do not have a degree in that. But everything I'm talking about is what has worked for me in my pregnancy and has been okayed by my doctor. So if you have any questions, please reach out to your own doctor. I am not here to share any health information. I just am here to share what has happened during my pregnancy. So just want to put that out there first. So I found out that we were having a baby July 2021. Normally my cycle is very regular. It fluctuates maybe a day or two late, but nothing more than that usually. So I was talking with my husband, and it's been almost a week, and I was like, babe, my baby's like a week late, and it's usually never that late. So I was like, I don't know, I think we might need to, get a test. He was like, are you sure? He was like, have you been stressed? I had just gotten a new job like a couple months before that. And, with change, sometimes stress can come, which can make your cycle late. So I was like, my new job is not too stressful because I'm getting used to it. But, it could affect it if you are not eating right. All kinds of things can affect your cycle being late. But I was like, I don't know. Maybe we should just take a test because I just have a feeling, and I think as a woman, we all know our bodies, and I think we have that intuition that everyone talks about, and I just had a feeling that there was something going on here. And it was so funny to me because I went to the dentist maybe a week or two before that, and or maybe that week of, I went to the dentist, and they were asking me before they took the x-rays. They said, oh, are you pregnant? Because usually when you're pregnant you don't take x-rays because of the radiation. I said, not that I know of. I said, if I am, it'll be a surprise to me and my husband. And lo and behold, I think I was already 2 or 3 weeks pregnant at that time, and I didn't know. So that was kind of funny to me looking back on it. But yes, so my husband and I, we got the test. He brought it home. I did not get his reaction on camera. He was surprised just like I was, because it was just like, wow, we really didn't expect it. We were just shocked, honestly. So took the test. Definitely came out positive. Like immediately, it was 2 bright lines, 2 bright pink lines, like ready to go. I was like, okay, this is happening. This is real. So I burst into tears because if any of you don't know, we lost my mother-in-law in May of 2021 unexpectedly, and that has been one of the most difficult journeys to be on with my husband. And we have been grieving. And then we got this wonderful blessing 2 months after she passed, and that's just been all God's timing. It's all in God's plan, and I know she picked the most amazing child for us. I know she had a hand in that, and that I have to believe. She's our guardian angel now, and I know she had a true hand in picking our child. So getting that news shortly after her passing was difficult, which is partly where the tears come from. It was part excitement because I am excited to be a mom and be pregnant. That's something I've always wanted, was to be a mom. But it was just a lot of mixed emotions all at one time. So I don't have Xavier's reaction or mine when we initially found out, but I did record a clip later that evening of just me talking about, finding out being pregnant. So I will definitely insert that so you guys can see that now. Okay, I look extremely crazy right now. My heart is beating fast, and I just wanted to record this for the moment, but I just found out that I'm pregnant. And I took 2 pregnancy tests right away because I was just like, what if it's weird, like a false positive, which is like not common, but me and Zay are gonna have a baby. Here we go. Okay, so how we told our family, that was really beautiful. Again, I should have recorded these moments, but they all happened so quickly I didn't have a chance to. But we told my parents and his dad, um, pretty much right away that same day. I called my parents shortly thereafter because me and my mom are best friends, so we talk all the time. And I had told her I was feeling kind of off, and so she kind of already knew. She said it. She said, "I think you're pregnant." So she wasn't surprised at all. She was super excited, her and my dad. And we told my husband's dad. He's really pumped, and we told his aunt, and it was great. It was just, everybody's really excited for us. We've been married for almost 4 years now, so we knew it was coming at some point. So everybody was like, we knew it was coming, but of course, very excited to get the news. I would say probably my favorite people to tell is our cousins. So we had already planned to go to a wine festival here in Baltimore in July, and that had been planned months ahead of time. So obviously, I wasn't pregnant at the time we planned it. And so by the time that rolls around, I'm now 6 weeks pregnant. And at a wine festival, obviously, I can't drink. So all I can do is just really enjoy my family's company and eat. So I get there and they're like, getting ready to go get the wines and taste and all that. And they're like, "Oh, Ivy, are you coming?" I was like, "Well, I'll come with you guys, but I'm not going to be able to taste anything." And they were like, "What's going on?" They were like, "You don't feel well? What's going on?" So my husband, he's so funny. He packed a sparkling rosé with us because you can bring like your own food and water with you to this wine festival. It's really nice. So he packed like a bag with some extra food for me in case I didn't like what they had. And he packed a sparkling rosé, pulled it out of the bag, and when he did, I shouted, "I'm pregnant!" And oh, the tears, the hugs. It was such a beautiful moment. With all of them, because like I said, we have all been going through this grief, so to get this wonderful news to his family was just awesome. I told my sister over the phone, and because she lives in North Carolina and I live here, so we didn't get to see each other, but I told her, and that was a beautiful moment. Everything has just been great. So telling the whole family has been wonderful. Getting into my first trimester, so your first trimester lasts from obviously the beginning of your pregnancy until you're about 12 weeks pregnant. So basically about 3 months. And that for me was pretty smooth. I did not have any morning sickness, no food aversions, nothing made me feel off, no smells bothered me. I really had a wonderful first trimester. And honestly, I'm so blessed and grateful for it because I know people have very different stories. Even people in my family, they were like throwing up all the time, or they were just like dog tired. They couldn't do anything. The one thing I can say is I was very tired. I would have a nap every day after work. I work from home, so I would literally log off of my computer and go lay in bed and go to sleep. And that is not something I normally did. I'm not a napper at all, so that was new for me. So yeah, taking naps, very new thing. But you can't help it. You are just so tired sometimes, and you're growing a person, so obviously your energy is going into that. So it's a whole another level of fatigue that you have. But yeah, so everything was fine. I had no food weirdness, which has been great. One thing that I didn't love at the beginning was chocolate. And I remember saying to my husband, I was like, whenever I get pregnant, I hope I still like it because that's my favorite sweet. And lo and behold, I did not like it. It didn't bother me to be around it. I just did not have a taste for like a chocolate cookie, a milkshake, anything chocolate. I was just like, I just don't want it. And that was so not like me. But it is what it is. Baby wants what baby wants. So since I had no morning sickness, I thought I was having a girl. And this is a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen my gender reveal, then this is spoiler alert. Sorry. But yeah, so I thought I was having a girl because most of the women in my family did not get sick having their daughters. They only got sick having their sons. So I thought, man, my mom, she did not get sick having me. So I thought that I was going to have a girl. And my husband actually wanted a girl. We would have been happy with either. We are happy to have either baby no matter what. But again, if you have your own choice and if you can choose about it, that's what we wanted, was a girl. But again, healthy, happy to have a baby no matter what. So I will show another video of our whole gender reveal, but we are having a boy that has been out for a lot of months now. But yes, we are having a baby boy who will be here in March. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. I will share his name and all about him when he's born. We do have his name picked out. It's beautiful. We love it. We've had it for years actually, and we decided to go with that name. So anyway, I'll share more about him when he's born. But yes, I am having a boy. So important things that I have done during my first trimester. I'll be honest, I really haven't worked out. I have not had the want to work out, which is probably not a good thing. I have tried to watch what I eat and not indulge. And actually, I couldn't eat a lot and still can't. I thought when you got pregnant, you know, like in the movies, you're eating for two, so you just have all this food that you want to just have 2 burgers and whole pizzas and, you know, huge salads, and that's just not been my reality. I can barely finish like a whole Chick-fil-A meal. Like if you get a chicken sandwich and fries, I can barely finish that. I can now as he has gotten bigger, but at the beginning of my pregnancy, yeah, it was difficult to finish a whole meal. I just couldn't eat a lot, which for me, I'm okay with, because if I'm being honest, I had gained weight before I got pregnant because I wasn't planning on being pregnant. And so I didn't love the weight I was at being pregnant, and I actually lost weight at the beginning. I lost somewhere between 6 to 10 pounds at the beginning, which was okay. Everything was fine. He's been growing just fine. But I welcomed that because I was already a little bit heavier to begin with at the beginning of my pregnancy. So yeah, I haven't been able to eat a whole lot, and I really am carrying most of my weight in my belly with him. I'm still in my regular sweats, and this is a shirt that I've had for years. I have not had to really change any of my clothes. I don't have anything maternity in my closet yet, and I'm already at 7.5 months. So every pregnancy is different, you know. Don't take mine to heart as to that's exactly how yours will be. But this is just how mine has gone, and honestly, it's surprising because I didn't know what to expect. So it's a surprise for me, the whole thing. Other important things that you want to start right away when you get pregnant is your prenatal vitamins. Again, ask your doctor if you have any questions about prenatals and what you should be taking. For me, I did start with the Ritual prenatals, and they are really nice. They smell wonderful. They smell like lemons. They come through a subscription service. They're clean ingredients, so great product. I think the only thing I didn't like was taking 2 large pills back to back. I don't have a problem swallowing pills, but I just didn't love taking 2 big ones back to back because that's their recommended dosage. So I did stop that subscription after 1 month. I just didn't love that. But I switched over to the 1-a-day prenatals, and that's been great. It's just 1 pill you take, you're done for the day. My doctor recommended that I have a prenatal with 800 milligrams of folic acid, and it could really be whatever brand I wanted, but as long as it had that high level of folic acid. Again, that's what my doctor recommended. Please ask yours if you have any questions. Something that I did during my first trimester that I probably shouldn't have done, I Googled so many things. I Googled, can I eat this? Can I eat that? I feel a little pain here. I feel a headache. I feel sleepy. I mean, anything, everything that was changing with my body, I Googled. And sometimes Google can make you feel like you are just an insane person, and you really can't diagnose yourself. You really do need to talk with your doctor, but you can't help it. It's your first time. You don't know what's going on. So if you have to Google, but don't take anything to heart. Please ask a healthcare professional. Do not just diagnose yourself. But yeah, I Googled tons of things, and most of the time it was not too dire, just more so like if I was sleepy or if I felt cramps. But all of that was normal, because I did download the What to Expect app, which has been amazing. It goes week by week, and it gives you tons of articles from reputable sources about pregnancy, about food, about postpartum. It gives you just everything you need to know about anything dealing with pregnancy, baby, postpartum. And that was really helpful to calm me down that, okay, I'm feeling super, super tired, or I'm feeling cramps. That's normal. This is what's happening when those things happen. So that was really reassuring, because I was like, what is going on? I don't know what's happening. And you are nervous. You know, you are nervous. You get anxious. You want to make sure that everything's going well. So I would highly recommend downloading the What to Expect app. and it's so cute. You can label the baby whatever you want to call them, and every week it will show you either in fruit and vegetables or movie artifacts, whatever you pick, how big your baby is. So I think this week at 31 weeks, he is big as a head of broccoli now. I believe, yeah. So it's a really cute app and has a lot of great resources, and it tells you week by week a video of what your baby's going through, the stage of development your baby's at, which is also really awesome. So yes, as mentioned, in my first trimester, I really didn't change my clothing at all. I work from home, so I originally, when I ever thought about getting pregnant years ago, before the panorama was a thing, I thought, I would be dressed up really beautiful and I would be just, this glowing goddess all the time. Just, not extra, but just a little extra because, you want to enjoy your pregnancy and the bump. And since I work from home now, I didn't work from home at that time, I'm wearing sweats all day, or honestly, I'm in my PJs. So it's not been the most glamorous pregnancy, but when I do dress up, I do try to look as nice as I can. But yeah, you're just going to be however you want to be. If you want to be dressed up, girl, go for it. If you want to go in sweats, go for that too. However you want to be. I would try to dress up for doctor's appointments because that was probably the only time I really got out of the house. Since working from home, I have a real reason to leave. And then the panorama, you want to stay safe. So for doctor's appointments, I would get a little more dressed up. But, do how you want to do it, no matter what. So speaking of doctor's appointments, during your first trimester, I'm going to talk about my own experience going to the doctor. You have tons of tests, and they do take your urine at every single appointment just to check, make sure everything's going well. And they take a lot of blood. So please get ready for a lot of needles. If you're not a needle person, I'm sorry, but that is just the way it's going to be. They have to take your blood so they can check your levels, and a lot of baby testing comes through blood tests. So for example, to find out our baby's gender, we did a blood test, and that told us any risk for any Down syndrome and the gender, and luckily everything passed great. He's doing well, he's healthy, but those are things that, some people would like to know. You can choose to not do those. Those are not must-have tests. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. But we chose to do it. So each his own. But yeah, so tons of blood work. I think the first appointment I went, they took like 9 vials of blood from me. I was like, oh my gosh. But it gets better than that. It gets like maybe down to about 1 or 2. And then some appointments I haven't had to have any blood taken as I get later in my pregnancy, because I'm pretty much past all the testing that they do during pregnancy. But at this point I'm at now. So yeah, that was pretty much my first trimester. Not too crazy. I had, I think, just 1 appointment, and I had a sonogram for the first time to see him, which was, I didn't know it was a him at the time, but that was really wonderful. Just to actually see that you created a little life and they're in there moving around, and to hear your child's heartbeat for the first time, and I'm trying not to cry, but to hear their heartbeat for the first time is the most beautiful sound in life. It's perfect. I don't know how else to describe it. So that was first trimester. Moving on to my second, which lasts from about 13 to 27 weeks. So that's about your 3 to 6 month mark, a little about that. Second trimester, for me, I did not have this burst of energy that people talk about. I have been exhausted my entire pregnancy, just tired. And that's partly because during my second trimester, as my bump has started to grow, I cannot get comfortable while I'm sleeping. So I toss and turn all night trying to get in a comfortable position for a little while. So that's why I'm exhausted most of my second trimester. I was just like so sleepy, and I would still go to take my nap after work. It just is what it is. So you may get a burst of energy. You may still be tired. It's okay. Either way, if you have concerns, talk to your doctor about that. But my second trimester really flew by. So that's when we announced to the world, I guess, that we were pregnant. And I'll insert that picture. So if you go on Pinterest, they have tons of great pregnancy announcement inspos and things like that. Second trimester, Again, no food aversions, nothing really weird. Still wasn't able to eat that much. Everything was still kind of the same as the first for me. I just started to really notice a bump. For me, I felt like because I did have extra weight on me, my stomach was already a little bit bigger. So it was to me harder to see a bump for a while. I think more around maybe 20 weeks is when I really started seeing like, okay, maybe something is there, something's going on. Obviously, I know I'm pregnant, but you know, maybe around 20 weeks or so is when I started to really see some formation to my stomach, which is also usually when you have your anatomy scan. Usually can happen between I think 18 to 24 weeks around there, and that's just a really big ultrasound that you have for maybe 45 minutes. They just go over the entire baby's arms and legs and feet and head. They will tell you the gender if you want to know. If you don't want to know, you don't have to find out. But they did confirm for us that it was a boy, and things like that. So it's a really nice anatomy scan that your doctor usually gives around that time, just to make sure that the baby is growing at the appropriate rate. So that was fun to do with me and husband. And just shout out to my husband. He's been at every appointment with me, and he's just going to be the best dad. Like, I cannot wait. He's already the best puppy dad, so I can't wait to see him as my baby daddy. He's been really awesome this whole pregnancy. So yes, so I had the anatomy scan. Baby did fine. He's a little wiggle worm, so he didn't sit still for pictures, but we did get a couple that I'll insert some of his sonogram pictures. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So we plan on having 2 showers, one in Baltimore where we live, and another in North Carolina, where I'm from and where my whole side of the family lives. But since the pandemic has not slowed down with cases, we decided to cancel our North Carolina one. So we only had the one here in Baltimore, which I am still super grateful for, because I know a lot of people had to cancel their showers over these last few years because of everything that's going on. So I will be uploading a separate video all about our baby shower. I did not plan it. I had the initial conversation with my husband's family about what we wanted, and then they took it and ran from there. So I don't have links really for anything that was used or what you'll see, but I will upload a quick video about our baby shower in a different video. But I do have links to what I wore, so I will share that. So yeah, so we had our baby shower. That was super fun. And I wanted to do it early. I was only, I think, 6.5 months at that time. I wanted to do it early because, you know, you never know when the baby is coming. And I don't think he's going to come early, but I don't know. So we are on his schedule. We are on his timing. And I've had friends that have had their babies on their actual baby shower day. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wait too late. I'm going to just have it early. And I had enough of a bump where it was still fun. So do it whenever you're ready, whatever timing you feel. But I'm happy we did it early. And that will give us time now to go through the gifts and get his nursery set up, which a nursery room tour will be a separate video as well. His nursery is not done yet. But we will be working on that in these next few weeks before he gets here. And so, yeah, so I think my second trimester has been smooth. Well, was smooth because I'm out of it now. I will say that's where I did get a pregnancy pillow, which I will link those below. Comfy sweats, still in my same sizes from pre-pregnancy. That may fluctuate. I may get larger and have to go up a size, get maternity. I don't know. I've still got 9 weeks left, so we will see. But pregnancy pillow has been great, just to give you some extra support when you're laying down. Oh, something else I did get was a silicone ring. This is obviously not my original wedding band, but so many people I've seen have had swollen fingers throughout their pregnancy, and it kind of can just really come up overnight. And I did not want that to happen to us, where we're having to go to the emergency room and get something cut off. So my mom had mentioned, she was like, you may want to, take your bands off now. But I still like wearing something. I'm just like that. So I got these bands early on in my second trimester, and my rings actually still fit me now, but I just wear this band just in case something happens, because I don't usually take my rings off when I sleep. So it would happen overnight where my finger would swell or something. But the silicone is great, and my husband actually got one as well. because he wanted to try a different color in case he wants to change his band in the future, his real band. So he got one as well, and we both like them. They're comfy, easy. Um, I'll link the ones we got below. They get wet, whatever, just like your real band, and they don't turn, they don't do anything. So they've been great. We've had it for weeks now. It's been awesome. And oh, something else we did in our second trimester that was fun. So we shared his name with family at Thanksgiving, and what we decided to do was do a quiz that had questions about my husband and I and our relationship, and just us as people, and our family had to guess the answer, and the first initial of each answer was a letter in our son's name. So that's how we told family that. So that may be a fun way you want to share your baby's name with your family, or you can just tell them whatever you want to do. But it was cool. So we just asked a question, and then the first initial of each answer is a letter from the baby's name. So that was a really fun way to do that. And it was cute. Everybody loved it. It was really, really sweet. So now we are in the third trimester. We are in the home stretch, as they like to say, and I have 9 weeks left. If I make it to 40, we don't know when he's coming, but he is due in March, so we will see. So now it's all about getting the nursery ready, getting my hospital bag ready for me, baby, and my husband. I will share a hospital bag video and just tons of other things to come up. I really appreciate you guys being here so much with me. I'm looking forward to all that 2022 has in store. My birthday is in a few weeks on the 26th, so that'll be nice to celebrate. Just something small, probably with me and my husband, because of the way of the world right now. Probably something intimate, but either way, I'm so happy and grateful just for what this year is going to hold. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel below, hit the like button, and leave a comment if you have anything you'd like to share. I hope you guys have had a wonderful start to your 2022. Look out for more videos about fashion and beauty and motherhood and lifestyle. It's all going to be here on iDavenport. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.